Hi everybody, my name is Bethany Jett and I'm one of the co-owners of Serious Writer, and I am here to just give you some information about the upcoming North Carolina Christian Writers Conference and what to expect. So if this is your first time coming to one of our events, on behalf of myself and my partner Kyle Young and our advisory board and our team, we want to welcome you. And if you've been to one of our events before, we are so excited to see you back. I'm just going to go through a few things with you right now so that you feel confident and know what's going on. Let's start with the registration process. You have already registered online. So when you arrive at the church, all you'll be doing is signing in, getting your name tag and your brochure, and then you have free time to network or check out the bookstore or just kind of have a seat and chill and maybe make some new friends. We will be opening the doors at 5 p.m. So if you get there at 5, you will have an hour before it's time to start. And the orientation is actually a kickoff session with Michelle Medlock-Adams and myself. We will be going over how to pitch and things that you're going to need to know the day of. Some of that I'm going to cover here, but we'll be going kind of over it again and giving you as many tips and pieces of advice to get the most out of your conference experience. And it's super fun and super great. So if you feel like you don't need to be sitting there for an hour, don't show up until closer to 6. And then we'll start the main session off at 7. So that's how registration works. Sign-ups for your appointments will happen that night after the main session. We will all gather into the gymnasium, which is where we'll be eating, and you can sign up for your 3 appointments that you are guaranteed. So go ahead and have a list of the people that you most want to meet with. You can find information about them on seriouswriter.com/NC2020, but the best place to find information about each one of the agents and editors is on their individual websites. So just do a little bit of Google searching and make sure that you are pitching things that they're acquiring. That's super important. So that's going to happen the night before. If you are coming on Friday only, just email me your top 5 choices and we will make sure we sign you up. Try to get those top 3 for you. We will handle signups for you on Thursday so that you're not missing out. And when you arrive on Friday, you will already have some time slots for your appointments too, so that you won't miss out. Here's how the bookstore is going to work. We did have a change in who was handling the bookstore. So if you emailed your information to change her story, you're going to need to fill out a bookstore form for Serious Writer because we are going to handle the bookstore internally. That form can be found inside of the Serious Writer Academy in the North Carolina Christian Writers Conference product. It's under resources, and if you don't want to fill it out ahead of time, you can always fill it out when you get there, no big deal. Let's talk about the intensives and workshops. This is a brand new system for us. We are holding 4 intense classes: picture books, nonfiction, fiction, and marketing. Now you had to sign up for these classes because we had to cap them at certain limits. Whatever intensive that you registered for will be on your name tag. So don't worry about wondering which one did I register for. But if you want to know, you can always sign into your account and see which one is listed there. So on your name tag, it will tell you the intensive that you have registered for. We are super excited about this. Now, the workshops that are happening on Friday afternoon do not require a sign up. So if you wanted to get into an intensive, but it was already full, or you were kind of debating between 2, do not worry, because we will have workshops on all the different topics happening on Friday afternoon. Now on Saturday will be the last day of the intensives. So the intensives will happen all morning on Friday. They will meet again after lunch. Then the workshops will begin. And on Saturday, we will also finish off the intensives for whichever one that you signed up for. So we're super excited and we're hoping that it goes well and that you're able to really dig into whatever genre that you need the most. All right, so let's talk about food. Breakfast is available at both of the hotels that we have listed on the website. The hotels are about 12, 15, 16 minutes away from the church. So be sure to get your coffee and some food on your way. There's also plenty of restaurants right around those hotels as well, along with a Walmart. So if you forgot anything, we always have to do these last minute shopping trips at Walmart when we get there. But there's plenty of places to eat as well. So if you're not wanting to do hotel breakfast, you can definitely get some fast food. On Friday, we will have lunch and dinner for you. The Mount Zion Baptist Church congregation and community are some of the most amazing people, and you will meet many of them during the meals, and we're super excited about that. On Saturday, we will be ending at noon, so you have plenty of time to go grab some lunch. And if you signed up for the VIP lunch, which is now full, we will be meeting, I think, at 12:30 or 1, back where all the main food is, and you will have to have a special ticket. We might put this on your name tag as well, just to signify that you are in the VIP lunch. And we are looking forward to just kind of hanging out, and it's gonna be very casual, laid back. This is not gonna be a main session type of meal. It's just gonna be, let's decompress together and enjoy each other. So we're excited about that. Handouts, a couple more things on here. Handouts. Many of the classes will have handouts for you. A lot of them will also be available online inside of your North Carolina product. So as we get them, we will be adding them there, and some classes will have handouts that you can get in your intensive or in your workshop. Not every instructor utilizes handouts, so don't feel stressed if you're not getting any. Just come prepared to take lots of notes. Some of the intensive classes are going to have some tables inside of them. I can't promise that they all will, but we are trying to get some. So if you have your laptop, feel free to bring it. Now, I will tell you, the internet out there is limited. So if you need to hotspot from your phone or need to get online, sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. So just be aware that Wi-Fi is not always going to be available. And then, yay, last but not least, some of the hoodies are in, and we're so excited. So this is one of the gray hoodies. I love it because it's got I love the two-tone, the black and the hood. We have our am writing. This might be backwards for you, but this is our #am writing, and we've got our pretty little pawn queen, the pawn chess piece with the little queen on top there. And let's see, where is the sleeve? Yes. And then over here, we've got our Serious Writer Conferences logo. I am loving these. And so here's the update on the hoodies. We have most of them, and some of them are still on their way to us. So I am just, please be praying with me that all of the hoodies arrive in time, because we want to make sure you have the hoodie. If you have pre-registered during that 48 hours, some of those sizes are still on their way. So I'm just crossing my fingers and praying, please let it get here today so we can make sure we've got them with us. If for some reason they don't, we will mail them to you. My husband will be here, and I will be having him ship them off. I'm so afraid I'm gonna leave for the airport and they're gonna arrive as soon as I leave. So let's pray against that. But these are our hoodies, and this little pawn queen is our icon, because in chess, the pawn, there's a lot to this. This will be the Cliff Notes version. You know, the pawn can only move 1 or 2 paces ahead, and can only challenge diagonally. So it's a very slow process for the pawn to get to the other side of the board. And similar to writing, it is a step-by-step process. And every once in a while, you can go diagonally and shift lanes, but it's still very slow, especially when you're getting started, and there's so much to learn, and there's so much to be watching for on the board. But however, when the pawn gets to the end of the board, it can become any piece that you want. And so the queen, being the most powerful chess piece, can move any number of directions and any amount of spaces that it wants. And so the pawn queen is our reminder that while publishing and writing is a slow process and a step-by-step process, at some point in your career, there will be this snowball effect where everything that you have done starts to come together, and all of a sudden you're moving faster, and you can pivot, and you can make all these different decisions. And so that is why the pawn queen is our icon. I think he's adorable. I love this little bow right here. He's our favorite. Anyway, so I'm excited about the hoodies. And actually there is one more thing. If you signed up for a critique, and if you did not sign up for a critique and you're thinking, what is a critique? Please don't, you can just tune me out for this part. But if you signed up for a critique pre-conference, those critiques are done with the faculty member that you reached out to. You will pay them directly for that critique, and we do not have any record of those critiques and are not handling any of that information. So if you've got questions on critiques or need to reach out to your faculty member, please do so. I believe at this time there's not enough time between now and then to do the critiques, but we will open it up again maybe for a non-conference. Oh, I just keep thinking of things to tell you guys. Also, we have 4 faculty members who will not be at the conference but wanted to take pitches. So what they have agreed to do is look at proposals. So if you have a full proposal ready to shop, we've got 1 agent and 3 editors who are looking for those. We will have a special email address that we will give out at the conference, and you can submit your proposals to them. So they have agreed to do this with us. This will be the first time that we've done something like this, but they're agreeing to do this because they trust us to make sure that we're giving them what they asked for, which is actual proposals. So get your proposals ready. There is still time to do a proposal. I also will be working on some stuff over the next 2 days, and I leave on Wednesday, but I know most of you will arrive on Thursday, so we are super excited for you guys. I think that is all of the details that I needed to let you know. We also have a packing checklist in your resources as well, and I think that's it. So if you have questions, please hit reply to this email, or you can email us at support@seriouswriter.com. We want to make this one of the best conferences that you've ever been to, and we really hope that when you leave you feel like you know what's happening for your next steps, that you're energized, that you're excited about this industry, and that you're ready to just push forward. And I guess maybe the last thing I should share is why am I wearing gloves? For those of you who might not know, I was diagnosed, I think, a year and a half ago with an allergy to an ingredient called colophony, which is basically like pine resin. It is in everything. It is an ingredient that does not have to be listed in the ingredients list. So, many things that have it in it, I don't know that they have it in it. So, paper, ink, stickers, adhesives of any kind, plastic, newspapers, magazines, books, non-BPA plastic. I mean, it's crazy. Like, Yeti is one of the few companies that have like all BPA everything, including like their accessories. So you will probably see me with my Yeti cups because I can touch them without problem, but I'll probably have gloves on for most of the time. This is not because I'm afraid of the coronavirus or the flu, or because I do not want to shake your hand. So if you see me in gloves, it is just because I'm trying not to touch all the paper that I will have to touch over the next few days and at the conference. So anyway, author with a paper allergy, who would have thought? Anyway, we're excited to see you. If you've got questions, send us an email, and we are looking forward to seeing you in just a few days.